Action! Are we in Belfast yet? No, we're on the final push, and that's exactly what this episode is called. The Push. Episode 6, Season 3. Shepard looks up for it. I'm up for it. Are you up for it?
We're all up for it. The push for Belfast continues.
And we're diving in with fact number 1. First member transfer. And you know what? This is a big fact because, of course, with Happy's recent demise in Mayans, and also his reveal earlier in Mayans about why he patched in the SAMCRO, I feel like these scenes have like an extra layer to them. We're happy.
100%. And you know what? It could have been 2 members. It could have been a double transfer.
It could have been, but
Tig made sure that didn't happen.
Only got one, so that's your first fact. Second fact, first kill at St. Thomas, and that goes to Boozled, also involving Tig and Kozik. And then the final fact is actually...
Oh, wait. Tig, I think Tig and Kozik work pretty well together. It's a shame they can't put their differences behind them. Even though they almost fucked it up, but still, they got the job done in the end.
Well, they did. But, I mean, almost good night to Bozo's wee dome. Anyway, final fact. First appearance of Shepard. Why wasn't he playing pool 2 episodes ago with Fat Boy and what's the other guy's name? Miles. That's the guy we're looking for,
It doesn't give me much confidence looking at these future SOA members.
Prospects?
I
don't like the prospect. Oh, SAMCRO, damn it.
I think Easy would run all over them. But anyway, hopefully
would.
they'll die before Easy takes charge.
Would Easy beat them up 3-on-1? I think he would.
See, I mean, Big Serial Man's a big boy, Big Phil, but I feel like one punch to his gut could take him out of the equation.
Exactly.
And I think Shepard would run away because he's got track history doing that. And then Miles, he'd probably get wrongfully accused or something.
Miles is a weird character. He's kind of like funny, but just never...
I don't think he's a jobber or anything like that. I don't think he would back down, but I don't think he's very good, put it that way. I mean...
More brawn than brains, but no brawn.
If you could go and fight somebody 2-on-2, I don't think you'd want him to be your backup.
No.
Like, I don't think he's going to leave you. He's not going to
be the referee.
He's not going to Billy Mitchell you in the shower, but I don't think he's going to offer much. Not going to offer you much protection there.
Protection, damn. Talking of protection, we're trying to get money to go to Belfast. Clay asked Jax, how about we get Tara to help? And I think this is actually one of the scenes I actually hate most about Sons. You know Jax is wee fucking outburst.
I actually thought this was a good idea for you, Clay.
No, it is.
Clay wants his grandson back. It makes sense. They've got these supplies. Tara can move them, but Jax is like, no.
No, obviously, on hindsight, Jax is kind of correct because it does bring heat to the club, but he didn't think of that. He just didn't want to involve Tara because he's in a bitchy mood with Tara. And I think he's like, no. I
he should have been doing anything to get his son back, or at least getting the money to try and get his son back.
No, would you not say hands down this is the worst period for Jax?
Yeah, I mean...
I understand his son's been killed, right? Or
killed? You kill my son.
They probably do other stuff to him in rectories. But anyway, right, the son is no here. I understand why Jax would not be in a good mood. But I feel like he's very bitchy at the start of season 3.
He is very bitchy.
That's quality.
Too bitchy for my liking.
No, way too bitchy, man. Honestly, if you look at other people throughout the show, I'm sure people have had worse things happen to them.
I'd be tempted to vote him out.
No, I
think Clay should ask him to hand in his patch. See this, right? I'm surprised that when Clay says we're going to Belfast, Jack's like, no, I'm not going.
I'm not going to Belfast, Clay. I want to stay here and pout and complain all day.
See anything about it, Clay should have went himself.
I know. Too many secrets in Belfast, boy.
Can't take Jackson with you. But anyway, yeah, imagine trying to play that in. How would you even attempt that? Yeah, Jax, by the way, none of your sons in Belfast? Yeah, you're not allowed to go.
But off the top of my head, I actually can't think anything Jax does in the show that like properly pisses me off. Yes, he may kill or potentially set up people that you're not really too keen on, but I feel like this scene has always stuck with me. It's just his wee fucking outburst, and it's almost like you can hear the half English accent for Charlie Hunnam as well, which doesn't do any favours. But we're about to vote. We've got the transfer papers, we've got the prospects, we've got Happy, we've got Kozik, but Kozik pulls Tig to one side. I don't know if this scene was improvised or not, but he knocks the beer over twice, and then Tig like puts his finger on it. But if you look at the bloopers, there's loads of bloopers with this. But obviously, Kurt Sutter did not allow improvisation on set. So, what do you stand on this?
So you're saying if somebody made a mistake, that was tough?
No, improvisation's not a mistake. Like if you feel like you need to add another word to like get the hangover.
Oh, so what you mean? Oh, sorry, I get
improvisation.
No, I get. No, I understand now. So what you're saying is, whatever the dialogue, whatever the lines were, they had to do it word by word. Actors weren't allowed to give their own spin on it. No, I get it. I was thinking about something else when you said that.
I think that
I know what improvisation is. It's just
that can work both ways.
It did not register with me. So I guess if Suter has his own direction for the show and he wants these exact quotes, these exact lines and reactions to be a certain way, if he feels like something needs to happen in order for story to make sense and progress, then fair enough. But I mean, I feel like if someone is a good actor or a good actress, then I feel like someone improvising can also be beneficial. I feel like it can enhance scenes. I mean, we're big fans of wrestling from the past, not so much nowadays, but you look at wrestling and a lot of it back in the Attitude Era, it was people improvising. As Vince Russo would always say, he would basically just give Austin, Rock, he'd give them basically the gist of what they were going out to talk about and they'd just go out and do it. It wasn't word by word, it wasn't line by line. Whereas you look at wrestling now and it pretty much is line by line. So, yeah, no, for me, especially with the cast and Sons, it's a very, very good cast. So, I wouldn't mind these guys improvising. You look at Mayans, it's literally just a bunch of actors that aren't very well known dropping F-bombs.
Yeah. What did you fucking say?
So for me,
Hank says every season, no doubt.
No, I've no doubt that Clay and Jax could have a really good conversation where each actor maybe adds in a couple of things that Suter didn't want.
Yeah, maybe they did, but Suter's came out and said this, and loads of people came out and said this. Maybe the odd thing get in, but I think the problem with improvisation is, especially like a TV show, if you're trying to push something, certain actors may say something that might not fit in with their character, and Suter
or the direction that he wants to go in.
And Suter wants if he wants to write something perfect, I understand that.
No, Suter. If Suter let some improvise, Clay might say something that isn't necessarily bad, and it might be funny. It might be a great moment, but maybe Suter doesn't agree that is something Clay would say.
Yeah, so Piney's a depressing prick, but if one scene he's like, slap my ass, prospect, it'd be like, alright, what the fuck? I'm not saying it's, but it doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
So, anyway, talking about the folk, we've got Happy. Jax gets the Jax, he's like, yeah. Clay's like, Kozik, yay. Tig's like, nay. That's it, folks, done.
So Happy got he got stared at a wee bit, they looked at him and they're like, do we really want this guy in our club? And they're like, yeah.
He killed Marisol Reyes. Get him in the club.
See Clay, could he not have did it anti-clockwise on Kozik's foot just to give us the wee anticipation of a Tig's going to decide
that would have been too obvious. The foot always goes that way, so why change it?
What? Wait, could they not have fucking got Tig to go to the toilet or something?
That was your proxies.
And proxy it? Proxies are illegal.
But you should know that. But yeah, we don't really find out the backstory just yet, but what do you think about Tig's reasoning for not wanting the folk Kozik in? Should I let it slide?
Yeah, I mean, what's done is done.
But see, it's not like Kozik killed the dog.
Right, spoiler alert here.
I know, it's just a dog at the end of the day, right? But it's not like Kozik, shot it. I'm going to assume he run it over or something, but anyway, we'll get to that at a later line. We get Jax and Stoll meeting in secret. Stoll tells Jax, right, if you want Gemma and this deal to go ahead, and you tell her to read this statement word for word. Another Kurt Suter. She's like, see that script? No improvisation, Gemma. You have to get the job done. Clay then tells Jax, you know what, we have got to get Tara to move these drugs. To which they agree. They're going to do it through a black market script thing with some doctor. May as well just cover all this right now. So they do this, they sell some of the bottles. Darby reappears. I haven't seen Darby since he got burnt in the porn warehouse. He then looks out the window. He spots Jackson Ty. He's like, son of a bitch, SAMCRO's in the drug business. Do you think there's a big difference between like Tara and Jax dropping off like steroids or whatever to like a black market doctor's surgery than like selling fucking meth? But Darby seems to put it in the same bracket here.
Yeah, I don't even think it's that bad. Yeah, they've got prescriptions and stuff like that.
The Sun's opening a gun shop and like, damn, SAMCRO's dealing fucking guns. That's what it's like to me.
Or selling illegal vegetables or something like that. It's like, all right, those vegetables aren't legal, but at the end of the day, it's like they're not going to really do any harm. This is a fucking doctor.
I get it. It's still illegal.
It's a hospital though. These I get that, but this medicine's actually going to be useful and help people. What's meth going to do?
No,
who's meth helping?
Exactly.
I mean, if anything, this is better than selling guns.
Exactly. Just you're goddamn right, but just mathematics. But Kozik and Piney are then tasked with leading the Calaveras to a side spot. We see Happy open the fan door, shoots the thing. They get a puncture, and he's like, just tow it after 4, or else the police will do it. And then once they hear the police, we're going to jump in the tow truck, damn it. And then as we head down the side street, I thought it was actually a pretty funny scene. Where we've got like SAMCRO spraying like their shotguns and their pistols and their KG9s into the air, making no attempt to shoot the Calaveras, but the Calaveras are like hanging really low. Like
the Chip's like doing shots behind his back and stuff.
Run, ya bastards!
Run, ya bastards! I also like the scene before this where they pulled up on them before they entered the highway, and you just see the fan door slide open, and it's a gun with a silencer shoots the wheel, the tyre.
Yeah.
I thought that was a pretty good scene.
That's the way it should be, though. See, if that was the fucking Mayans, man, they know what they would have done. They would have just fucking killed us 6 of these and then stole their meth.
Aye, probably.
Doesn't matter if it's on the 6 o'clock news, does it, guys? But this is going to lead to a meeting with Alvarez later on in the episode, because they've found all the heroin-filled balloons. We then get Gemma giving her statement to the attorney. We've got Stahl and Agent Tyler in the room. Gemma essentially just explains exactly what happens. But then when she gets to the ATF agent who was in the same safe house as her, who does she reveal? Agent Tyler.
Agent Tyler.
And we're kind of led to believe here that Stahl didn't know about this, but obviously Stahl fucking set this whole in motion. Decent acting for Stahl.
I tell you what, though, I didn't catch on till second playthrough. I on my first watch, I thought Gemma was just...
Yeah, it sort of seems that way.
But I guess this was in the statement that Stahl...
Yeah.
Got Jax to get Gemma to read over, and that the only way she could get herself off and get Gemma off would be by putting her girlfriend and co-worker, partner.
Yeah, and which makes total sense.
Now, no spoilers here, but it also makes you wonder, is what Stahl done later on in the season, did she have that planned as well?
Probably.
Well, I mean,
I think that was last resort, but it was looking pretty likely. So.
No, but looking at it now with hindsight, I think that might have been the plan.
Yeah, must have been.
But she's just going to deny it.
Just shoot Stahl smart, like.
Yeah, if you're not here, you can't deny nothing. Anyway, let's go on. Let's move on. We've
got Clay and SAMCRO that we're meeting with Alvarez and some of the Calaveras. Clay's essentially here. He's putting a peace treaty on the table, and you know what? See this point right here? Peace with the Mayans pretty much lasts right up until
end of the series.
I'd say about season 6 things got a wee bit shady. Not that any Suns and Mayans killed each other, but the Mayans sort of sided with the Chinese, and the Suns were like, well, fuck the Chinese, and then...
Yeah, this was a real peace deal, unlike that, whatever that was in season 1, like...
I know.
That lasted 2 minutes.
Alvarez didn't lose any kids here. He kind of just gave up on the fact he was going to patch these guys in as Mayans Lodi. So the Calaveras here, they are absolutely beaten to a pulp. We've got Hector getting beat up by Juice. How the hell could you let this bastard take your patch? You're disrespectful to Latinos everywhere. And I don't know, Juice is throwing these punches, and it just don't look like there's much weight behind them, doesn't it not?
I feel a wee bit bad for the guy, like, to be fair. He's been taking a lot of beatdowns lately.
I don't recognise your bullshit, MC, but they do recognise the Grim Bastards, because they now are the pipeline, essentially. They're the ones that are going to be doing the mulling, and SAMCRO's going to let it happen. So I feel like the Mayans had to back this horse, because if they don't, then SAMCRO just are never going to let the drugs go through Charming. So it makes total sense. We then cut to Darby. He visits Jacob Hale. He talks about the fact that SAMCRO are in the drug business. And Darby's like, I want a bit of help bringing down SAMCRO. He's like, why are you sharing me with this and me and my pie, Darby? What do you make of Darby? As we come back here for like 2 episodes.
He seems like he just wants to sit low, doesn't he? And he's not about that life anymore. But he still wants to prevent Hess away from being in that life.
That's it. The Nords are pretty dead at this point.
I'm not in the game anymore, but I want to take SOA out with me. That's pretty much what I'm getting.
The Nords after Sobel don't really come big until like season 6 again.
Yeah.
They're pretty much dead until a certain president of SAMCRO kills people inside. Well, former president at that time, damn it. Well, then at St. Thomas, we've got Chucky. He manages to lure the guard away from Bozo's room. Then Tig and Kozik go in. They hide the camera with a ladder. Opie is a distraction for the guards alongside Chucky. And at this point, Tig drops the tube as Bozo regains consciousness. He tries to fight back. Kozik... did Kozik knock him out here or snap his neck?
I think we're supposed to.
I think he
we're led to
smashed
believe that
his head off the side.
He knocks him out, but it looked pretty.
First time I watched it, I thought he broke his neck.
That's what it looked
which
like.
Which makes
to
a
me.
bit more sense, but I was like, I'll just inject it with him anyway. But of course, that's not exactly how it goes down. Both of them are blaming each other back at the clubhouse. Brains before bullets, asshole. But then they're like, hey, it's alright, you killed them. There's no DNA, damn it. The Suns, everything is looking good here. But guess...
Hold on, that's a bit cheap from Tig. Same brains before bullets. He should listen to his own advice sometimes.
Fuck it. He's a worst example of
if he listened to his own advice, less people would be dead.
Yeah.
Tell you what, Donna and Opie'd still be alive.
Not exactly, but things get absolutely horrendous here for SAMCRO, because guess what? Unser has betrayed them. He's took off the patch. He's burst in the doors alongside ATF and the rest of the gang. By God.
Unser's been excommunicated.
Yeah, well, I don't know what the fuck Unser was planning here. And then, no, what gets me about this, like, everyone sees Unser doing this, right? And Eggly's like, sorry. But Unser then goes to get in his car as he sees Clay's approaching. And he tries to fucking drive off like a shite bag.
Yeah.
See his whole gimmick of...
I didn't know.
I didn't know till it was too late. If you actually go to Clay first instead of fucking running away from him, maybe Clay
might respect that.
Or he might buy it. I'm not saying he would buy it, because obviously like you've took your patch off and you've lost your bottom rocker Unser, but come on, son. I didn't really get any of this. Let's be real about it, damn it. And then we get a great line for Clay. He walks over to SAMCRO. Cancer boy. Dead to it. So, yeah, things aren't looking good. They're discussing how the fuck could they have possibly known about the scripts, to which then Jax confronts Tara at the hospital. He kind of thinks that the black market doctor sold them out, but that makes no sense, doesn't it? I feel like he's just trying to fucking pinpoint Tara with everything.
Yeah, he just wants to put any blame on Tara to try and drive a wedge, I guess, between them even further.
Yeah, he then meets with Alvarez and Clay, and then Elliot is there. So Elliot is told here it's alright, they can flee the country, because guess what? The war between the Suns and the Mayans is absolutely over at this point. And you know what? This is probably the most comprehensive it's ever going to get. Like, Clay and Alvarez shaking hands on SAMCRO territory in a fucking hospital. I think Elliot bought this.
Yeah.
So guess what? You've got that cargo jet to Manchester, UK, 7 a.m., not a minute later. It was 7 p.m., I don't fucking know.
I mean, this was all the proof that he needed.
This is all the proof that he needed. And then, yeah, we are back in the clubhouse and we get the ending montage. And Jax, just to compound the fact that he's a little bitch, he jobs out Tara here and he sleeps with Ima. And I don't get this, right? I understand it's called the push. He's trying to push Tara away. But could Jax just know I went, right, Tara, I don't want you to get hurt, so how about you fuck off?
Yeah, just be honest. Like, I mean...
This is backhanded tactics fucking 101. You feel like Jax as a character at this point is way more pure than these is it like towards the end of the series. But see, I think that's the weird thing about Jax here. It's you can see season 4 and 5 he's getting darker, but he would never fucking do this.
No, he definitely wouldn't.
You know, but anyway, that's how the episode ends. Stalls like lying in bed, looking at Agent Tara like, yeah, I'm gonna jab you out soon, damn it. But that's how it ends. We are almost in Belfast. We've got one more episode. I'm looking forward to it. That is the push. What are you rating it?
It was a good episode. Enjoyed it. I'll give it an 8.
I'll give it a 7. 7.5 out of 10.
7.5 then.
We have got, quote the episode, Cancer Boy.
Well, that's what I probably would have gave it, so that's fair enough. Yeah. Like, it works out for me.
Cancer Boy, dead to us, and not the fact that sells this is the whole slit the throat motion for Clay as well.
Yeah, Clay's just the man, and like that's what it is.
No, he really is. He is.
I mean, people can argue that what shows better, Mines or SOA. I mean, just look at the presidents, honestly. Bishop versus Clay. There's only one winner.
Yep. Easy versus Jax.
I would argue that Clay has said more memorable quotes
In an episode?
in one episode than Bishop has the entire season, the entire series even.
Name me 5 Bishop quotes.
The only thing I really remember Bishop is saying to Angel, "If you ever disrespect me again, I'll kill you."
Yeah.
Something along those lines.
I don't need pity from a fag. He said that to Tazza. So.
Well, that was pretty good, actually. Never heard Clay say that.
That was disgraceful, actually, for Bishop.
Bishop should have been excommunicated
During
for that.
Pride Month as well. Fuck's sake, Bish, what he did.
Bish, man.
Michael Irby, damn it. And also, guys, probably the only time he's going to get MVP of the episode, it was Kuzik. And I feel like he deserved it because he got shafted at the foot by Tig. He then delivered by killing Bozo, and he also helped them bring down the Calaveras shipment. So I think he was a worthy member of the MVP crew.
I done his job.
Done his job, and that's all that matters. So it's a 7.5 out of 10, guys. Up next, we have got, I don't even know what episode 7's called.
But I believe it's the last episode before the Ireland
I think it's
story arc.
Widening Gaia or something like that.
Tell you what, though, should have been in Ireland. I think we only got 4. Right, you get 4 Ireland episodes.
Yep.
Should have been more. Really should have been more. Like
4's decent enough though.
No, it is, but could have gave us half a season.
I think they could have very easily did it in like 2.
The Ireland episodes.
Yeah.
Mm.
No, if it's just a simple case of get Abel back, like they really could have. But I like the fact they added different elements to it, guys. But anyway, it's a 7.5 out of 10. We'll be back very soon with episode 7. And then, yeah, that's us halfway through the season. So there's Kozak. He got the MVP badge, man. But until then...
He got the MVP badge, but he didn't get patched in. I wonder what one he'd rather have.
That's it.
MVP awarded by Fog Entertainment or be official member of SAMCRO?
He's jobbing at Tacoma. He's Sergeant at Arms at Tacoma.
Yeah, it's like, where's his loyalty to Tacoma?
Well, I was thinking about joining a smaller charter. That only works so if you're just another bum. You're fucking third man.
Yeah, no, it actually does. That things me because, I mean, no one in SOA really would strike me as if they'd leave. Now, I know Jack said he was going to leave, but that was because of what happened to him and Clay, and then Bobby left, but that's because Bobby's been a little bitch.
Yeah.
I mean, other than that, I just don't...
He also recruited for SAMCRO. It's not like he left and did nothing.
Well, that's the spin they put on it, like, but that's not... I don't think he left just so he could go and recruit. Like, but fair enough.
I feel like he jobbed out initially and he went, you know what, I'll come back with a wee gift, sort of thing. Anyway, though, 7.5 out of 10. Bobby isn't leaving just yet, but until next time, we're leaving. Peace.